Opera in English or opera in translation is a very outdated concept now. The two biggest developments for us in the last 50 years were super titles, and that happened in the early 90s, and that was huge. I was singing Mozart operas and people were going, and then all of a sudden they were laughing and laughing, and we had to leave room and space for laughter. So that was enormous, and then these HD broadcasts that people all over the world can go to a movie theater and see a well-produced film of a live performance from the Met has been just, it's altered the whole scene. So I'm not sure I'm thrilled about. I'll tell you another reason why opera in English isn't so great. You can't understand people. We can't be understood. Sopranos, we're the worst. And I say, try speaking clearly, singing in a yawn. So just try yawning and speaking clearly. That's why sopranos can't be understood. We need the space to create the sound. We're singing an octave or 2 octaves above where we speak. Men are generally speaking, singing where they speak. It's our low voices. So that's why we get a bad rap.
You spoke about taking a while to find your own place and your own career, but there were some folks who just arrived at like 23 or something and sort of are there with a personality as well as some sort of a...
Right.
Can you give a couple of examples in your...
Yeah. Bryn Tervel, who was shown on there singing with me, 23, 25 years old, fully formed artist, sang amazingly well. Cecilia Bartoli, 23. There've been several cases of people, but one of the interesting things that happens to them, my theory anyway, is that when success comes that young, look at actors and for other performers who have kind of overnight success, their sort of unhappiness sets in. You don't feel, either you take it for granted so that you don't appreciate it, and after 10 years you kind of reduce, sabotage. You know, Cecilia doesn't sing in this country anymore. It was the place of her hugest success. She's afraid to travel. She only goes by train. All of these things start happening. If you have to strive longer, then when you get there, you never take it for granted and you appreciate it a lot.
But you also have a mechanism in place. You have a support system probably that you grew.
Definitely.
Overnight, you don't have a support system to
No.
help keep you...
Well, people, that's why they have their families, their bodyguards, or their family, people who've known them for a long time. There are a lot of ways to be healthy and deal with success. And success is, by the way, much more difficult than failure. It's we are not, as human beings, wired for success. We're wired for staying in the pack and being one of a group. We have like a sort of a tribal, I think, psychology. So when you the minute you step away, is why are politicians ruining their lives with, you know, whether it's women or drugs or whatever. So it becomes more challenging in a way.